So as you said, my name is Gennavieve Lyons, and my absolute passion in life is property, which is why we're talking. I worked myself 3 jobs, 7 days a week, sometimes all the jobs in one day, to get my first house at the age of 18. It kind of just, I guess, spiraled from there, but spiraled in a good way. To the point where I went, okay, I've mastered Australian property, so by the age of 21, I worked my way towards overseas investing, and at 21 I bought my first American property as well. So now I've got both. I've also got a block of land in Scotland as well. I may as well throw that in there too. Obviously Australia is my home and that's where my passion for property is, but I've also branched out a lot more as well. I very much like a challenge and I'm definitely the kind of person where if someone tells you no, I basically just say watch me. I had so many people, whether it was my first property or my first one overseas, or even now when I try and do my next venture, so many people turn around and say no. There's so many naysayers out there. I used that energy, and you know, yes, it was a bold move to go overseas, but it was something I wanted to do and something I wanted to prove to myself. And like I said, like a new challenge. Yes, there's been ups and downs to it, but that's like doing anything. And at the end of the day, if the alternative is to be still working a full-time job until I'm, you know, God knows how old, then no. I say no to that, and I'm so glad that I've done what I've done. And now I get to help other people do the same thing. It just drove me crazy that these people who were just like me didn't think that it was possible for them. They would say, oh, you know, that would be nice if I could do that. Just like when people, you know, want to win the lottery. Oh, you know, that'd be great if that ever happened. But they don't do anything about it because they either A, aren't educated enough, or, you know, they just don't believe that it's something they can achieve. And it just got to the point where I went, no, I am so tired of people thinking that they have to stay in a full-time job, or that they just don't, you know, they don't believe that they're good enough. So I guess took the mission on myself to help educate these people, which is what formed Lyons Property Mentoring, so that I can help shake these people out of their current reality and give them that light bulb moment where they go, oh my gosh. By doing the numbers and by just educating myself a little bit more to see that there are ways of eliminating risk, you know, just understanding the processes better, because we're scared of what we don't understand. That's normal. These people are just, you can see the change in them, and oh, that's so why I do what I do. It's such a beautiful thing when they go, you know what? I want to go for this. This is something that I can do myself. And all of a sudden they're producing these results, and I have people come back to me and go, Jenna, I didn't think this was possible. And then they get that property bug, as I call it, and they're just ready to go again, and they just get hungry for it, which is why I've always called, you know, my company the Fierce Approach to Property Investing, because it sure does. It sure does. I think my last name has got a lot to do with my personality. I think I've really taken that and run with it, because you know, we're strong, we're fierce, and you know, we get it done. And I pass that energy on to whoever will listen to me, and you know, they get results as well. And at the end of the day, that's why I started the company. Like, I'll make my own money through property investing. That's not why I do it. I do it to see people be able to achieve the same thing, and it's the best feeling.